Welcome to the 26th century, everyone. I'm Andrew Reiner, joined today by Kyle Hilliard.
Do we still have phones in this era?
We do. They went back to rotary phones. Nice. Everything's retro. Jeff Cork's here.
Hi.
And Leo Vader in the control room.
Thank you.
We're playing Dead Space. It launched in October 2008, so this is its 10th anniversary.
Wow.
Time flies,
Congratulations.
right?
Yeah, they did it 10 years ago.
The wood anniversary.
EA Redwood Shores, as you just saw, is the developer. They became Visceral with the cool skull logo.
So cool.
Dead Space. I really love this series a lot.
I like parts of the series. I think that's the correct answer, right?
Well,
We liked 1 and 2 a lot.
Yeah,
I
the
like
first
3
two
too.
parts.
3's fine.
Yeah.
3 was the weakest, but still a great game.
Yeah.
Leo, you can edit their response out, right? And we'll just
Yeah.
say it was not great.
Just
We
bleep
gave
it.
that game a 9.75, I think.
Well, I was not part of the Wii.
That's why Tim Turry was viciously fired.
Viciously fired.
So you
But yeah.
play as Isaac Clarke,
That's Nicole,
Kidman.
I think. I think her name is Nicole. And you're an engineer. You're not a military shootery guy.
You're an everyman
You're
who's
just an
a
everyman.
crack shot with every weapon he comes across.
And who doesn't say anything throughout the entire course of this game.
Which is what you wish engineers were like in real life.
Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board.
I don't remember this opening being so hard on the eyes. This
Yeah.
throbbing sensation.
I think this looks great. Look at this.
There, now I'm
This is
into it.
really cool. I feel like
Yeah.
when I started this game, I was like, oh, I'm in for a game that costs a lot of money.
Glenn Schofield, Michael Condrey. They were the heads over at EA Redwood and Visceral. They went over to Activision. Formed Sledgehammer Games. Made some Call of Duties. Now they're internal Activision, working on new projects.
Yeah, Michael Condrey directed, or co-directed, I guess, Call of Duty World War II recently.
Yep.
And I'll go ahead and plug my classic in the Dreams issue of Game Informer, where I spoke to Condrey about Dead Space for the 10-year anniversary.
Is he for it or against it?
He's for it.
All right.
He still likes Dead Space, turns out.
This series never should have ended,
No.
but that
Yeah.
terrible Dead Space 3 just shut down the entire series.
What didn't you like about Dead Space 3?
Everything.
Interesting.
What are one of those everything?
I like that they took a chance with the snow setting, kind of, going outside. I think that's something that Alien suffers with as a series. It's just like the same kind of decor over and over and over. Like, it's elaborate when it's like a prison setting, not just like the tight corridors of a ship.
Yeah.
So I like that. They changed, the aesthetic a lot. But just I didn't think the co-op worked very well, and I didn't think the upgrade system with your weapons was really intuitive and fun. It just kind of felt like a chore.
I didn't like making weapons. I liked just finding them, but I didn't like actually building them. But I love, there's a sequence in that game that I really love where you're flying towards the snow planet and the ship like falls apart as you're flying there, and you have to put on a spacesuit as the ship is falling. Ah, it's so good.
Yeah. That game has a lot of really cool moments.
Yeah, I
especially
like some of the bosses.
I played it side by side with Juba, so I was able to look on his screen and see like it has one of those things where there's an element of like one character's hallucinating and sees things that aren't there. So I could just like look at two screens and go, oh, this is completely different.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
It was awesome.
But so Dead Space was on the cover. That was before my time, and so you guys got a pretty early peek at it, which
We did.
was novel for EA. I mean, they weren't really doing horror or even M-rated games much at that point, I don't think.
Yeah, remember they showed us a chunk of this game. I want to say it's about an hour in, about 6 months before we put it on our cover. And they showed us like an art book, kind of like what they were going for. And oh man, that sold us. And a lot of it was screenshots and stuff like that,
Yeah.
but just like the vision they had for this series
Yeah.
was very cool.
His look, Isaac's look, his outfit is like pretty quickly iconic. Like it's really cool and creepy and functional, and I love the UI is all in game. Like I love the health meter on his back and stuff like that. And even when you open up the menu, it's like an in-game asset. It's really cool. I'm sure we'll see it soon.
And then how the overlay of where you need to go is superimposed on the environments. That's neat.
Yeah, there's nothing in the game like doesn't actually exist, which I really like.
Yeah, this stuff here, just awesome. I like when you have a incoming call and it's just a holographic projection.
And yeah, they let you kind of like use the camera, and you can kind of like look around and Yeah. This game's great. 2 is pretty handily my favorite. I think 2 really improved on the first one dramatically. I like the first one a lot, but 2 is like maybe even in my top like 10 or 15 favorite games.
Man, those babies, the baby enemies, and the needle sequence. I don't want to spoil that for people, but involving a needle, like, oh man, true horror in my opinion. Like this game gets there too. Like some of those creatures, very much like the Thing. Just like, what am I looking at? Like, how is this thing moving?
Yeah, like riding the trains. I remember there's the sequence where the train crashes and you're like hanging upside down. Yeah.
Hey, go get that Xbox.
I tried to. It doesn't let me do it yet. All right, look for the blue holograms to activate.
If you couldn't tell, we're playing on Xbox 360.
Yeah, I can't.
And there it
do
is,
that yet.
the Xbox One.
This came out on everything. I don't know if it came out on PC day and date, but PS4 and Xbox One or Xbox 360. I'm sorry, PS3. Oh my gosh!
Can you like stomp those?
I'm
things
having
open?
a stroke.
your-
Not yet. It has
Okay.
to tutorialize.
He has to
it for
learn
me.
how to use his legs.
Yeah.
I gotta learn how to stomp.
You see someone else doing it.
Oh wait.
I'm like a baby.
I'm just a dumb engineer. I don't know how to stomp. Now I do.
Seems like everyone was trying
Okay.
in a hurry.
Frame them for the conversation. Quit running like an idiot.
I like the Gordon Freeman approach of just running around while people are saying important things.
Which he does canonically in Half-Life.
That's right. I like that they gave him a voice eventually. I didn't really feel like he needed to be a silent protagonist. in
I
the first
totally
one.
agree. That
Yeah.
was my one complaint with the first one when it came out. It was like such crazy things were happening, and it seemed like my character did not even exist.
It's fine.
I have no thoughts about this.
This is what it's like in space. I don't know why you guys are so freaked out.
Who voiced him? Can we figure that
I
out?
don't know. I'm not sure.
Because it wasn't Nolan or Troy, right?
And that's all there was back then.
Nolan of Troy.
What if it was... Has anybody blended their voices into one track?
Oh, like a fusion, like Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z kind of style thing.
You should have been able to play Saints Row with all of those voices at once.
Amazing.
What if there's a mod for that or something? That'd
There's
be cool.
gotta be. That'll be in Death Stranding probably.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
If you guys want to hear a story about how dumb I am,
Love it.
when I played this game, when it came out on Xbox 360, I went for the achievement where you beat it using only the mining laser.
On your first run?
Yeah.
What?
I'm not sure why.
Here we
you
go.
get more points if you spread out and do all the weapons.
That's funny. I did that with Mirror's Edge. There was an achievement for not firing a single
Yep.
bullet, and I was just
Yeah.
like, I want to do that.
I got that too in with Portal. Not Portal. I'm sorry. Half-Life. Going through with just the gravity gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the Necromorphs. No!
See, if he would
I
have had a
was friends with
voice in
that
this
guy!
game,
Yeah.
all this would have been avoided.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can still save you. Oh gosh. Oh. Wait, that's not the door I'm supposed to go through.
The sound
That was the other
cues.
door.
Yeah.
So good. The lighting, the jump scares.
I honestly think it's EA's best game, like period.
Ever?
For me,
Dead
yeah.
Space 2 or Dead
Dead
Or you mean
Dead
3?
Space 2.
You mean Dead Space 3, right?
Dead Space 3 is fine. It's a fine game.
It's fine.
Ah! Leave me
I might
alone.
agree with that, Kyle.
Yeah.
Dead Space 2 is a near perfect game.
Yes, thank you, Leo. I'm glad we agree on this.
Leave a comment only if you agree with me,
Wait, what was your
Then we'll
stance?
check the comments and see.
and I'll use that to prove that I'm right.
Get out of here!
Look at this jump scare.
Ah! Woo!
Oh, that's good.
That should have been the first weapon in the game.
Yep.
Just flinging it around
Hand
like a
scythe.
leak.
Introducing gibbing.
Like this, I can look at my map. This is really. He's really looking at this right now, Isaac.
Yeah, there's no privacy in the 26th century, apparently.
Yeah, anybody looking over your shoulder can read your emails.
I still can't stomp. Bring on the stomping.
Oh, yuck.
Oh, here we go.
They call it a mining
Now I
laser.
can
I'm so
stomp.
stupid.
Yep.
We knew what you meant.
So this weapon right here, the first one you get is the game's
Can I
best.
do this? All right, there we go.
It is, what is it, the line cutter?
Oh, so we have the one that's longer. We don't have that one yet.
You can align it.
No, but you
or-
can switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
that's
we go.
such a cool weapon.
Yeah.
And you would use that as an engineer.
That's what it's
Oh,
made
okay.
for,
Talking to
with limited ammo.
Condry for the classic, he was like, yeah, one of the things for the design was like, we wanted it to be, like real things. Like you could go to a Home Depot and like find the tools that Isaac uses. I was like, well, I don't know if you could, but I think the aesthetic worked.
Kind of like a nail gun.
There we go.
Yeah, I could see it.
Like I get what they were going for, but it was just a weird thing to say. Like I don't know if I could go to Home Depot and find a plasma cutter, but
Is this the most satisfying boot stomp in gaming history?
I think because you can do it.
It
anytime
really
you
has
want.
to be.
Yeah.
The sound. There's his voice.
Yeah, he does talk, Leo.
Yeah, he
Did we figure
reacts
out
to when
who-
he stomps on the ground.
Did we figure out who voiced him in
Oh, yeah, I don't
Dead Space 2?
I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think it was anyone particularly
Careful.
notable. Like I don't think it was a name that we would be instantly recognizable.
Excellent recovery. You don't want to hurt feelings.
He did. It was great. I loved his voice in Dead
Big
Space
dumb
2.
voice that I hated so much, Kyle says.
I really liked the relationship that was established in the second game with what
Gunner
became his
Wright.
wife. Sort of?
What?
I'm sorry, say
Gunner
that again.
Wright?
Gunner Wright. Is
What
the
else has
answer.
Gunner Wright done?
That is a video game name. Like
Yeah.
he should be doing everything.
There's some LucasArts
Sorry,
stuff.
Troy and company, but he's made for this.
This was like I feel like something that became a trend after BioShock was like making characters
Yep.
talk to you through glass walls.
Yep.
You know.
I like how you could see where his hand is. That's where the camera is. So when he was talking to you, he had his arm out. See
Yeah,
that?
That's cool. Details, man, details. One thing about Dead Space talking to Condry is that he said that, like, compared to most EA projects, they let this one sort of cook for a lot longer. Like, they were afforded the opportunity to kind of build the universe over a longer period of time than typically EA allows. And I think it shows, like, the world they established feels well realized, and it really paid off, I think.
Yeah. Gunner Wright also played Dwight Eisenhower in the J. Edgar movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really?
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I got a story about Eisenhower.
Did you meet him?
I was in his footprints. So I recently went to West Virginia to play Fallout 76. You'll see my impressions on Monday. But it was the game set in West Virginia, so they set it in a location that's actually in the game,
Mountain Mama.
the Greenbrier, and which you've seen in the trailers. But the interesting thing about the Greenbrier is it's an old hotel, but in the early 60s, at the kind of the beginning of the Cold War scare, Congress
Speaking of
was like,
scares.
you know what, we need to create a bomb shelter for Congress, a congressional like fallout shelter. So they're
How
like,
about
okay,
everyone but Congress? Am I right, guys?
yeah, seriously, right now. But they were like, okay, we need to do this in secret. So they decided to add a wing to the Greenbrier, but they hid it in like these, developmental contracts that it looked like they were just building a new wing on the hotel, but they were actually building this elaborate fallout shelter into the kind of the hillside there underneath this new wing as well. So I went and actually got to see the fallout shelter. Like we were inside of it, and it was kind of crazy because the Wi-Fi signal I had in the hotel when I was in the fallout shelter was working still. But it was like
That doesn't
they
seem like a
maintained
good fallout
maintained
shelter.
this thing in secret up until 1992 when the Washington Post finally caught wind of this thing, and then they're like, okay, the gig's up.
Yeah.
But they kept updating it all the way up to that time and funneling money into it. And some of the employees at the hotel, like at least in the 60s and 70s, were secret government agents that would also go down into this secret shelter and do stuff.
Huh.
It was crazy. But anyway, back to Dead Space.
I got the stasis stuff, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I love freezing enemies with this, especially those ones that look like slugs.
Yuck.
Yeah, just that core sort of mechanic that just changes up third-person shooting just enough where you don't aim for the head.
You're
I
not
feel
gonna
like
save Kyle?
I haven't saved at this point. I guess I might. I should.
Yeah.
Is the save supposed to be a camera?
Yeah.
Wait, why did everything get dark?
Because the lights went off.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Whoa.
Everybody be quiet.
Scary alert.
Oh, the lights are back on. We're fine. I like that character, Leo, that you're working on.
Yeah, that's the voice coming over the PA.
I will save just in case. I don't know how the checkpoints work. It's interesting that there was a computer voice that sounded pre-recorded, ready to explain to me how to kill necromorphs. I don't know if you guys caught that. It was like, make sure to aim for the limbs. It's like, how did you know that? We just discovered these things.
It's a learning AI.
Yeah, smart. Smarter than Siri in the 26th century.
Let me Google how to kill necromorphs for you.
And then the spine is his health. And the other one is your
Stasis.
Okay.
Yep.
But that also is for other tools, right? Or is it just that one?
I think it's just stasis in this one.
Just stasis. I want to stasis something. It's gonna happen. Don't you guys worry about it. Oh, I'm just stasising boring things right now. I want to
this
stasis
is
fun things.
Engineering now.
Yeah. Our mechanism is boring to you?
This is what he trained for.
You think he'd have all this stuff he needs in his locker? Like that'd be your first spot to go. Just get all my mining stuff.
Hold on, guys. Got to grab my stuff. So I have to...
Puzzle. You need both of them out at once, right?
Oh, okay.
So you need to hit this one.
And then stasis.
Stasis.
Oh, I missed it.
Stasis.
Stasis.
And then get over to that
I
one.
like how he shouts it like a Kamehameha. Stasis.
Yeah, it is a magic ability he has.
There we go. Puzzle. That I didn't solve, apparently. What just happened?
You then had to go hit that button, right?
Oh, hold on.
Or maybe you did it.
You don't need that.
He could have just
There you go.
For
done
the
his
head.
head.
Yeah.
No, guys.
You're a
I
monster.
just went over how you don't want to go for the head.
Why?
We just talked about this.
I was not listening to you.
The computer AI said, don't aim for the head, you idiot.
Interesting.
What are you, dumb?
Yeah.
That's what it
Trust
said.
the computer.
This was the part of the puzzle I didn't complete. There we go. Time for a little train ride. Are you something? What are you? Thank you.
Money. Why is that there?
I like money.
Just in case you need money.
For engineering.
That's how you get paychecks in the future. You just have to open random lockers and hope for the best. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm out of stasis now.
I was going to say go for the head.
Guys, have you not played Dead Space? Don't go for the head.
Look at that. The blood squirt.
A little blood squirt. All right, where are these guys coming from?
Just everywhere.
Oh, hello.
Oh, look, a
Ooh,
headshot. You did it
headshot.
with one.
No, I got his left arm or his right arm.
After, post-mortem.
I got to do some
Yeah,
of that
you were
punching.
so frustrated. And it's like you can make him like a big stompy mad guy, whatever you want. Just
Yeah.
had enough of this.
Yeah.
It's kind of the Thug 2 freakout mechanic is back in this.
Is that Tony Hawk's Underground?
That's right.
Okay. All right, let's see. Where do I go now?
You don't call it Thug, Kyle?
We're not friends. So I call him by his full name.
God, I love that waypoint system. Everything about this game is so smart.
Yeah, I would love a 4, or just I guess it would be time to reboot at this point, right?
You think so?
Like just it would just be called Flat Dead Space.
That seems a little clunky.
Death Space. Flat Dead Space.
Seems like a kind of underwhelming title.
Oh, how about this? We call it Isaac Clarke.
Wow.
Yeah.
do
Or
you think?
just Isaac. Or Clark.
Yeah.
Or,
These are all very cool names.
A lot of cool permutations. I think you need to refill your stasis.
Yeah.
Or just Dead.
Unless you think you can...
DSIC.
No, don't do it.
Or just Space.
Yeah, let me get. That's gonna kill me if I go through there.
Just so gruesomely.
This game was one shot before God of War was, right?
one. Oh,
One continuous shot.
look at that! It's amazing.
It went black for a second when the plane was crashing at
The
the
plane
start.
was crashing. Oh, that's true.
Space plane.
So there was a refill station.
Here I go. I just have some that I can use.
Oh.
There's probably a shortcut key to use that. I just don't know what it is.
Or not. This is old-timey video game.
That's right. Old-timey video game from 2008.
It's 10 years ago. That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right.
That can't be right.
I was a young man.
There you go.
You see him shake his head?
Yep. He can't believe it either.
Oh, you hit a limit. It didn't come off. There! Those are the ones.
Let's
Yeah, feels so good. And you get their
Stoppy.
tail.
Stoppy. I think he's done, right? Or do I need to... Are you done?
Does
Nope.
he look done?
You're done.
He looks done.
Look, he's like a saber-toothed tiger.
Hold on, guys. Let me double check here.
God.
Yeah.
Would you eat that?
I'd cook it first.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty adventurous eater.
I guess that's a form of cannibalism.
Yeah.
But to what degree is it still cannibalism? You know, if it's mutated.
Good question.
Great question. If somebody mutated into a perfect cow,
Yeah,
they
like
started as a human.
there is still human DNA in it.
Yeah.
What percentage are you comfortable eating?
Can you eat around it?
Like green beans or something? I'm going to push these to the side.
I think I'd be comfortable with 33% human.
33? Mm-hmm. I'd be happy with 100.
If there was human meat already dead, I'd try it.
Yeah, give it a shot. If it was at a restaurant.
I mean, you
and
did
everything
eat a
was legal.
scorpion.
Yeah. It'd probably taste better than that.
Would you do that again for Extra Life this year? Eat a scorpion?
Yes.
Leo does it for lunch, like once a week.
That's
for
right.
fun.
I've got the taste for it now.
Would you eat a scorpion that you had to kill and then eat it?
I don't know.
Because you wouldn't know if it's like the kind you can eat.
By the way, we need to phrase these questions. Would you, could you
Oh, yeah?
Sure.
eat a scorpion after you killed it?
One time I
In a
went
box?
fishing with my friends. We were just like hanging out at the riverbank, and we were like, let's just try to fish. And we're
Sounds
like,
made
let's,
up already.
let's kill these grasshoppers for a bait. And I had a rock over a grasshopper to smash it a little bit in the head, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
you were too kind?
I maybe. I don't know. I'm a big hypocrite about that because I'll eat a big beef sandwich all day. But
love
if
a
I
big
actually
beef
have to kill the
sandwich.
animal, I'm a big
You're
baby
out?
about it.
Yeah, me too, actually.
What about like spiders in your house? How do you deal with that?
Oh, they're all dead.
Yeah,
All
you
that?
leave them alone.
Just let them.
Yeah, they're just doing their own thing.
They live there too now.
Yeah.
But then they
Seriously.
create baby sacks, and then there's thousands of them.
Yeah, but they eat stuff that you like even less, probably.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. I will transport them outside as opposed to kill them.
Yeah.
Well, you may as well, if it's wintertime, you may as well just kill it.
Get off of me!
Oh, one thing we haven't talked about this game is, I mean, Isaac takes down these guys in gruesome fashion, but if they take
jeez.
him down,
When they take him down,
oh, yeah, it's going to happen, isn't it?
it's gonna
It
happen
is.
every time.
Terrifying.
You will never be the same again
Yeah.
after you see it, guys.
You will
Hold
have
on, let me reload.
all the nightmares.
That's what you get!
Yes, warning shot.
Bad at his head off.
God, that's so satisfying. Especially when they're still in slow motion, you can like knock them back.
That's good.
Remember where you could play basketball in space in this game? That was weird.
Yeah, it was like Tacoma before Tacoma.
That's right.
A nice thing about this sci-fi design is there's actually railings around the fences.
Smart.
Something that, for whatever reason, Star Wars never has.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, that's less in the future than this.
right.
Why would you have a ledge like that? And like, where Obi-Wan was doing like the, what was it, the tractor beam or whatever, turning that thing off? Like, how many people fell there? Like,
Yeah.
Are there lawyers in the Star Wars universe?
no. That's probably why.
Yeah.
The Empire does not care about you.
A fantasy world.
It's weird that I feel like not enough people talk about the fact that Solo like makes canon the fact that the sort of Empire theme song is like part of that universe now.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's the recruitment ad that has that song playing.
Do you think they would have, you know, like we have music for America, right? Every country has its own theme song.
Yeah,
Well, the Cantina song is canon.
that's true. I'm not saying it's
Ja!
wrong. I'm surprised it wasn't controversial for some stupid reason. The
Because
internet
a
gets so
lady
mad
didn't
about
write it.
everything.
Oh my gosh. That was scary.
It's a scary game. Is there a quick turn? I don't remember.
So the smart thing they did
Oh,
right out of the gates, the first elevator you get in is immediately like there's a jump scare in there.
Yep.
So every elevator right after that, you're like on guard. It's not just a loading moment.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Am I really? My inventory's full?
How did that happen? Use your stasis.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You guys are smart.
Juice up.
Hold on, guys. Got a juice.
Got a juice.
Your
can.
inventory has like 18 more slots.
No, I gotta buy those.
Yeah.
DLC.
Not in 2018.
Yeah, that's right. Dead Space 3 had microtransactions, didn't it?
Which you didn't have to buy
They were
into.
very easy to ignore, but people pretended that they were really invasive.
I saw an angry video where a guy was just so mad about it.
And rightly so. If he had pressed that extra button while looking at a menu, he might have seen the opportunity to buy something.
Unacceptable.
But microtransactions are lame.
Sometimes.
Most
Times.
They weren't bad in Dead Space 3, but they can be frustrating.
When we want to say a game is bad.
Yes.
It helps,
Thanks to
right?
add that
It really
to the
helps.
bullet. Wait a second, I don't like this game that much. And it has microtransactions? Wait
This
a
game
minute.
is an insult to gamers.
So the second game, I'm starting to remember now.
I didn't mean
This
to do
one
that.
took place on a mining vessel. The second one was like a civilian
so
government vehicle.
This one was on the Ishimura, which was like a ship, and the other one was like a big space station.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is ship's point. Like it would go to planets and crack them open, right? And it would take all the good stuff that you find inside of a planet.
Yeah.
Planet crackers.
Yeah, which is a really cool, just conceptually. I like that idea of just we're so sort of we need resources so badly that we're just like literally destroying planets that we find in other places. It's awesome. I mean, it's not awesome. I hope that never happens, but it's cool for a fictional story.
Hey,
It's badass.
we like Galactus, right, as a villain.
Oh, I can't stop thinking about him. Just
I mean,
always.
I think we're on board. I think that's all we needed to really understand the concept. And just don't do it where there's intelligent life, and we're good to go.
There's the upgrade system. I think bench is an acronym.
Oh,
Something,
it's a real stretch if I remember correctly.
Or an initialism? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, I want to turn
I
up.
think it's an acronym when you say it like that. When you
I
say it
look
as
at
a
this
word.
whole path.
Let's turn up that damage. Love it.
There you go.
That's all it takes. He's an amateur engineer, I guess. I guess he's a professional.
Isaac, take the board back to tram control and slot it into the computer array. That should get the tram system back online.
Hi.
Like
You know what's
they're like,
interesting about that?
Did you hear me,
display?
Isaac? Are you?
I have no idea if you're dead or not, Isaac.
The dimensions of that display are 4x3, aren't they?
Oh yeah, no widescreen.
They went
in the
back.
future.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's retroism.
Well, it is widescreen, but also vertically widescreen, which is a pretty cool format.
Yeah, like all video will be in the future.
They're like, horizontally, it's widescreen. Let's bump it up vertically, too.
In terms of the necromorph designs, is it this game that they kind of reskin the same ones and make them harder, or was that in the sequel only? Because there's like a variation with different eye colors or maybe even skin color.
Yeah, I don't remember. If it was the latter, I don't see that, so I wouldn't have noticed.
This game still looks fun. And it's not back. They haven't remastered it or anything, right? Like,
No.
No.
it's just lost to time for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. They just 3 did not sell as well as they expected it to.
Oh, not at all.
And it feels like they just like totally like abandoned it, like entirely at that point. Like it's crazy how quickly they just moved away from it.
Well, how big of successes were the first two?
The first one was a big hit. Like the sequel was greenlit pretty quickly.
The series I read sold over 10 million.
I bought one of those copies. So you know,
Yeah, me
Leo.
too.
Right.
So maybe, I mean, I guess you could make the case maybe people didn't like 2 as much, and then the sins of the son or the sins of the father affect the son, whatever that is.
That surprises me though. I thought
So
2
maybe
was
3
much better.
was just kind of doomed from the get-go.
There
I
was a
don't know.
lot of bad buzz about the microtransactions pre-release.
Oh, for 3.
You remember
Yeah.
before 3 came out, too, didn't they have a bunch of, like a visual comic book?
Yeah, there was a movie. There was
that-
an animated movie, comic.
They were, and it had, like, the really terrible animation where it's just, like, stretching this,
Yeah,
like,
it
an
was-
image of a guy.
I watched that movie.
was
and
so
it was
bad.
Not great. It just felt cheap. Like I liked. I wanted to learn more about the world, like actively. I was like, yeah, I'm totally on board.
Not
with,
like this, though.
Not with bad cartoons though.
So here's Metacritic. The series has been commercially and critically successful, selling over 10 million copies. The first game and its sequel received widely positive reviews from the majority of critics. And the first game received a number of industry awards for many different elements of its gameplay and development.
The quarantine just lifted.
What was that magazine there? Kyle?
Game Informer?
What is that?
Interstellar Sports? Is that what it
Like
is?
the swimsuit edition?
Yeah.
The Baywatch edition? What is that?
There's probably a lot about space basketball in that magazine.
Oh, that's right.
There was Dead Space Ignition,
Yep, that was real bad.
The Xbox Live Arcade game, right?
prequel to Dead Space 2.
So someone else I spoke to for the classic was Rich Briggs, who is a producer on Dead Space 2, and he actually was modeled. He was the character in the beginning of Dead Space 2. You're awoken by a character, and that character gets killed and immediately turned into a necromorph, like right in front of you. So that was the producer. That was Rich Briggs, and he now works on the Tomb Raider series.
Yeah, we just interviewed him on the podcast.
Yeah, and when he talked about that a little bit, and when we found that out during the Rise of the Tomb Raider cover story, we were talking to him about it, and he was saying that, like, you know, they were working on Dead Space 2, they wanted to use him as the character model, you know, for that opening sequence, and he's like, oh sure, whatever, that'd be fun. And then they decided to make Dead Space Ignition based on that character. So then they retroactively being like, oh, by the way, you know, we had you just come in for this fun little cameo. You know, we wanted to violently murder the producer of this game. Now there's a whole Xbox Live Arcade game about your character, so you star in that too. He was like, oh, thanks, I guess.
Dead Space 3 in its first month sold 605,000 copies in North America. This title, along with Crysis 3, did not hit EA's demands for expectations for
Crisis
the
3.
series. Yeah, I remember that kind of people like that one, and it came out and just kind of nobody talked about it after
Yeah.
launch.
Oh, where are you going?
See if we got any data for these other ones here.
Oh, yeah, this guy, he keeps turning the corner faster than I can murder him.
This guy's good.
Oh, he's smart.
Yeah, in his mind, you're the bad guy. Think about it,
Whoa.
right? He got chased by a big scary monster, as he tells it.
Hold on, guys, I almost got this.
Kyle, I like your signature style of playing this game.
Should we talk about the obelisk or the spire? What do you call those things?
Oh, well, yeah, what was that thing called?
I'm not convinced
The
that
markers.
Kyle
The
ever
marker.
saw them.
Oh, you don't think you got it out of like this opening area?
I don't know. Were you able to finish these games, Kyle?
Yeah, of course. I beat the
You
second
seem
one.
really bad at them.
I've killed I have yet to die. Where is this coming from?
I don't know. I just want everyone to be angry.
And I just yes and people no matter what.
I actually, for the second one in particular, there's the only achievement I didn't get was to beat it on the hardest difficulty, which like only gives you 3 lives for the entirety of the game.
So
and
you are
it's-
bad.
And it's on R. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was getting at. Okay.
Again, according to Wikipedia,
Heard of it?
upon EA's closure of Visceral Games in October 2017, Battlefield Hardline level designer Zach Wilson estimated that the game has sold 4 million units. He's speaking about Dead Space 2, and cost roughly $47 million. Although those numbers are unconfirmed.
Oh, we can leave, guys. We can just go back home now.
Game over.
Great.
Thanks for playing.
Oh, what? We didn't agree to this. Oh, I missed him. Shoot.
I know. Do
The
it.
tram is one of the worst parts of the game. Just how it kind of takes away from the seamless exploration. But it does give you a moment to just kind of...
You know, you guys really got in my
Think about
head when you were making fun of me. I was doing just fine.
Use your
Oh,
stasis
good
on
God.
this one.
Just
You finally mix it up.
die already. Ah! 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 There we go. What do you got for me? Some ammo? I hope you're happy. I took it.
Just realizing there's no easy way out of that suit.
Is it
You
like a
just don't
zipper?
pull those pants down. It's like a Spider-Man costume.
The health is the zipper,
Whoa.
so you just have to die.
Oh, that's probably fine. I guess we're not going home. Let me just gingerly walk off this ship. Did I do that? Are they mad at me for the rest of the game because of that? Isaac, you idiot! I thought you were an engineer. You did the exact opposite of what we expect you to do. Reload. All right.
Yeah, this should have been the first place he went, right?
Yeah.
Just like immediately calling for help and then just, I'm out of here.
All right.
These guys are dropping money for me.
Wow.
A whole crew.
Oh, my old nemesis.
Nice work, man.
That was okay.
Thanks, Leo. I retract my compliment about your lovely Assassin's Creed video. I don't like it
Thanks
anymore.
for plugging it again, Kyle.
Oh, damn it! Oh, you got me again, Leo.
Our rivalry continues.
Who can compliment each other the most?
Captain's authorization. I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
For Dead Space 1,
Yes.
EA CFO Eric Brown confirmed 1 million sales in 2008 across 3 platforms. August 3rd, 2010, EA announced the game has sold 2 million copies.
That's double.
That's good for that, right? For that era? Because now I feel like that's not enough, right?
You need to sell every copy.
I'm sending the train back to
That's the number they look for.
get to the central deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
Well, dev teams now just gargantuan, and the amount of time it takes to make a game is longer too.
Uh-oh. You guys are...
And then they end up not being good sometimes. It's like,
I don't
why
get
would
it.
you do that?
Make your games good, not
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
It's easy, I assume.
Find new weapons and items at the store.
There's a store.
The store is so weird.
Let's see how
'Cause
weird it gets.
It looks painful. Like, it does not look comfortable. Like, when you go in there to change suits and stuff.
Yeah.
Can I just buy a new
It's
suit?
a commentary on capitalism.
Here we go. How much do I have? I got enough for the line gun?
Level 2 suit.
Yes.
Yeah, put on the shirtless Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
Here goes.
See, look at this. This does not look fun. Like, he's hesitant.
Guess we're doing this.
This is the part I hate most about my mining job,
Look at
my
that!
engineering job.
What do you think's happening in there?
Let's take his clothes off.
Is it like nanotech, like the Iron Man suit in
No,
Infinity War?
I think it's like undressing a toddler, where it's like a lot of tugging and like
Yep.
getting the collars getting stuck around the head. Ow, my ears!
What's doing the tugging? Little robot hands?
Yeah.
Or-
Just
Okay.
2 little robot hands.
They're like your Dr. Seuss style, like super articulated limb with like a white
that's
glove
right.
at the end.
And they have a sense of humor,
Yeah.
right? Like tickling your nose. And
Mm-hmm.
There we go. This is the
yeah.
one. Oops. So far, so bad. I shot that thing, like, whatever that was.
Uh-oh.
Ow! I don't think I have any power nodes, do I?
No, you haven't been picking them up.
Okay.
Bad explorer.
Sorry.
But you're making progress, which is good.
Yeah.
And you can use the power
here it
nodes
is.
to open like special doors sometimes too. Mm-hmm. And that was always you always want to save a power node for that because without exception, there was always a replacement power node for the one that you used inside that room, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, and then plus ammo and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Sure.
Yeah, this game's still so damn good.
It's now my favorite game of all time. I think. I
Over
just
the
love
course
it so dearly.
of these 14, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It wasn't in my top 100, but now seeing it again, it's probably number 1.
I'm gonna eat the Dead Space disc when I get home, so it's part of me.
I am Dead Space.
I'm gonna make Dead Space 4 when I get home.
Yeah, could they graft like a disc under your skin?
I'll try
Just remove a nipple and you just have the disc
if
there?
that's what it takes.
Ask me on Monday. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
All right, I got my line gun. Okay.
I know you just do ear piercings, but I have a very strange request.
Yes.
Oh, hello. Are we friends?
Yes, I like Event Horizon a lot.
Yeah, so inspirations.
Oh.
Aliens, The Thing, Event Horizon. Other horror movies.
Yep. Space stuff.
Condry said that early in development, like when they were pitching the game, the sort of what they said to the people who would approve it was they were trying to make like Alien crossed with Resident Evil 4 is specifically what they were going for early on, and that's
cool.
That changed over the course
No,
of
I
development.
can still see it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was like he said like the guiding sort of like North Star for development early on.
Can you get over those things?
Can you push them with that thing?
Oh, did she give me? Did you give me something good?
Yeah, she gave you telekinesis. You can move stuff with your mind now.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
Comes in handy for an engineer.
Do I not have any things? If I stomp her to death, she'll give me one.
Tell me more.
Yeah, okay, so I have to move that stuff. But I do...
There's a store.
Do I have to buy the stasis packs or whatever? Am I low?
Or do you have to go into the... You have to activate it in the store?
No, I don't think so.
There is that other terminal behind you.
Yeah, let's check that out. She was probably telling me lots of important things.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Right there.
Yeah, that's...
Fixed.
Fixed. I'm an engineer! Maybe if I destroy some of these... Somebody has a wallet, I'm sure.
I deem this engineered.
Maybe I don't think... Let's see. Sorry, everybody.
Can you just do it?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Fix it.
There we go. Okay, yeah, it was just...
Just do
Respectfully put it on her body.
Didn't even
it. It's
do
what
that on
she
purpose.
asked.
Yeah.
It's what she wanted.
Thank you for the power up. Thinking of you.
We can't just leave her like this. We have to have a burial.
There, perfect.
Oh, yuck. Look at the maggots.
Rest in peace, miss. Thank you for whatever the
How
thing
did-
you gave me.
Maggots get on this station.
Just
Wait a second. Schematics. Yeah, I want the flamethrower.
Door.
Pick it up.
What a
Thank
cool
you.
game. Damn it all.
I'm gonna use a big one. I'm ready for you, monsters.
We were attacked. Kendra's gone. One minute
Oh.
she was there,
what?
I just realized now I can take Necromorphs' arms and shoot it back at them. I think.
Right.
That's the good thing.
Find Nicole. Looks like the crew barricaded the
And it doesn't cost anything?
We have to
I don't know. That seems crazy, right?
thermite from medical storage and a shock
I don't think so.
Thermite. Got it.
should be down the corridor.
10-4.
Rainbow Six Siege reference.
Useless in all this static.
Gotta get that thermite. That's
Choice.
That's. I think that's what Isaac is singing in his head. Thermite time. Here we go.
What if he was originally like a really cocky, quippy character, then they just cut all his lines?
Yeah, this
Like the voice actor of Daxter.
Yeah.
yeah,
God, I miss pants.
nothing is better than that. We'll just totally mute it. Science?
Look, Kyle, you got to go back and look at that. What was that all about?
Hold on, I got a stasis recharge. Where would you be without science?
Advertising
safe.
science on a spaceship, which is pretty cool. Oh, no, no!
Good puzzle.
I want to grab something with my telekinesis.
There you go. Happy?
Yep. That's all I wanted. What is going on there? Are those humans?
This shows the toll that it takes. So watch what you eat.
Yeah. The end of Wally, right?
Wow.
Oh, maybe this is a prequel.
Tie-in.
Wally.
Oh, man.
Maybe this is the other. There was the Axiom and the Ishimura from B&L, and this is what happened to. Okay. Guess what, buddy?
That guy was a little off with his
Grab
jump
that.
scare timing.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
Close
just
enough.
give it right back to you. Woo! That's gaming.
Still feel good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It does. Feels great. Haven't felt this happy in months.
Truly alive.
Can I just take it from you, or do I have to cut it off first?
So since EA rarely does what we want them to do, let's say, hey, EA, if you're out there listening,
Yes.
do not remaster the Dead Space series. Do not. Whatever you do,
Oh yeah, that'd be
make sequels.
Nobody would buy those things.
Wink, wink to you guys.
I see how this is coming. And don't make it like Dead Space 3. Because that
Actually,
was
don't
a
do
bad
that.
game that
Leo
no
will
one
fix that in
liked.
post.
Yeah, he could fix that. Dead Space 1. Make it Dead Space 1.
The turret section, right?
Make it like Dead Space.
Oh, yeah, the asteroid sequence. That was bad. But we're going to go here. We're going to go take a look at, I know we promised this last week that we would take a look at the Commodore 64 again one last time. We're going to do that on the roulette here. So stick around for that. Thanks for watching Dead Space. If you haven't played it yet,
It's great.
do it. Like,
Yeah.
play it. It
holds up.
Awesome.
It's so good.
It's on PC if you want to play it there.
And yeah, check that out, and we'll see you again in 7 days.
All right. Back to you, Super Cycle.
Super Cycle.
Oh, look at that guy on the
The
side.
milkman.
You definitely have the best jacket.
What a tight race.
Oh,
Hey!
boy.
They're shrinking. Oh no!
Wait, racing games from this
I'm the
era.
only writer left alive.
The worst audio. It's like a theremin.
I mean, they do this every once a
Is this
month.
just
They
a straightaway?
they test the alarm once a month. Sorry, guys, if you guys are catching that on the mic. There's really not much we can do about it.
There's nothing to do. Level 1. Wow. But I'm like, do I got to shift gears?
Oh. Hey!
You must have
you.
to shift gears. Up, down. Does that do anything? Oh.
Okay.
Here we go. Now the cycle is getting super.
Yeah, manual.
Look at us go.
Oh! Oh, yeah, that's enough of that. That's cool.
Oh, boy.
Temple. We got a trilogy?
Abshai trilogy.
heard
The
of
whole
this
trilogy in
Yeah.
one.
It requires a keyboard, too. So you know it's good.
Best of luck, adventurer. Okay. I'm on this.
It's so polite.
What's thou?
Create a new character at random. Love it.
Thou hast
You got a lot of
120
nice
pieces of silver.
intuition.
Your
Very
name
strong.
is...
You got 8 ego.
Boy.
What do we want? We want a fine shield.
Yeah.
Save thy
let's get a
character to
sword.
disk.
We want a
Get a great
broadsword.
Are you gonna have to barter for this sword?
They're really laying it on thick.
I laugh at that paltry offer.
What offerest thou?
I'm not gonna barter.
Done.
Haggle a little bit. with your charisma.
Dunzo.
Ring this guy up. None. I would like the monsters to not move.
I would like there to not be monsters.
Yeah.
Level 1.
Wow. Felt like I was programming the game there.
Are you in your nightgown?
Hey. I like
You
that.
just wake up from a nap?
Little Nemo.
Hi. Hi, guys.
What about that treasure chest?
Welcome-
Where's
welcome
the
to
bathroom?
my
I woke
temple
up
of
and I don't
Epsha.
know where I am. Too far away.
Do you believe I don't know how to turn around?
Hello.
Tank controls?
Okay, I don't understand. Little man walk. Okay, up is steps. Okay, so you just got to keep
It's a
jamming
very nice pitter patter sound that they've got going.
He's got his footy pajamas on.
Yeah.
Closing in on you.
up. We got you.
Hello.
Right, screw
Right
that
on top
chest.
of
Let's
it.
get into that fog of war.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it.
I'll save you for later.
Ah!
Oh, God.
It's like Zelda.
You just can't avoid those chests, can you?
I'm back. Open me.
He never lines up with the chest. It's always at a weird angle.
Try and open it. Careful.
Just try standing right on top of it if you can.
You can't.
Okay.
Yeah, you're walking on like an invisible grid.
Don't need you.
Oh, here we go.
This time.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, wait.
Open me.
It's gonna go. He'll go right above it. Oh!
Struck me.
The Ark of Yasad.
Did we not play this one already?
It does feel like something we would have played.
Yeah,
but
that image there though, that looks new. Oh,
Wow.
It broke the synthesizer. Music on.
More. We want more music.
Hey, this is very similar.
We've seen this guy.
Yes, must be a sequel.
He's got a cool shinobi jump, though.
His strut definitely matches this music.
Oh, they
though.
actually have ladders now.
Who put a ladder there?
Oh,
There should have been a sign.
This is really going to hurt when you land. Oh, no.
Unless you land on a bunch of bubbles.
What?
What are those things?
Scrotums.
Tower toppler.
Look at the face on that lizard.
These look like.
Fish? I mean, it's got 4 legs, so
Yeah.
I don't think it's a fish. But
Give it to Jeff Cork for this
All
one.
right. Big tower guy.
look at that logo.
This is the Tower of Eyes. Hello?
That is-
Oh my
little green
god,
guys.
these graphics.
So how would I have known that was a trap? Let's see if we can see.
Do you think the programmer's like, guys, I figured out 3D.
Yeah.
I figured out how to do 3D.
Yep.
And they're like, no. And then they saw it and they're like, oh my god, he did it.
Oh, he's got a little butt.
This is like Fez.
Yeah.
This is like Fez, exactly.
There's the Tower of Eyes. Whoa.
Oh,
Oh no.
The sound.
No lives left. That's it. You
right.
did not topple the tower that time.
Nope.
got close though.
High score.
West
Oh.
Bank.
What?
Huh,
This
well,
is actually the game that
Defend the
Westworld
spoils.
is based on.
Any ideas? What are we looking at here?
it's like a Hogan's Alley type thing, I bet.
joystick.
Oh.
It says keyboard, the option above it, in case you're trying to figure that out.
Day 1. Oh, I was just gonna give you milk or whatever.
Uh-oh.
I did that right.
What are you doing to do this?
Just pointing in the dirt. Oh no. I see. I didn't want to kill him.
Out of the way, buddy. I'm here to shoot him.
That hat guy really wants attention.
Look at all of my hats, and now I'm over here.
Hey, just checking in, seeing if you wanted to look at all my hats again.
Wanted to follow up real quick about my hats.
Dang!
That's novel. Lucky Luke.
Yeah.
Bill the Kid.
Joe
huh?
the Nose.
All the legends.
Pancho Villa played
Davy
it.
Crockett.
Not great at this game.
Banjo Dave.
These are the best.
That was functional. That was neat.
That
worked.
Functional. Zynaps.
Zynaps. It's gonna. Oh, this is that same ship, right?
Finally. How's this one gonna blow up instantly?
Houston. Yeah. This is. Yep.
Yeah.
Synapse.
You got Zynaps.
What?
That guy should have a heart at you?
Yeah, I am in a kilt. And some cowboy boots, apparently.
Everyone stop.
Show some respect. Oh.